You don't break because you're weak. You break because you've held yourself together alone for too long. That night, Evan learned that truth. In the moment, he whispered into the phone, "I'm not okay." The room glowed softly under a single yellow lamp. Evan sat alone, hands trembling. Not from the cold, but because, for the first time in years, he no longer had the strength to pretend he was fine. He called Lena, the one person he believed he could lean on. The phone rang. Once, twice. Then straight to voicemail. A message appeared. "In a meeting. I'll call you later." A perfectly normal sentence. But for people who grew up in silence, it's never just normal. Evan's chest tightened. An old fear, one he thought he had buried, suddenly rose to the surface. Age 7. A fall from his bike, scraped knees, dirt on his hands. He cried for his mother. She said, "Get up yourself. I'm busy." Age 12. A failed test. His father sighed and said, "If you're weak, deal with it. Don't expect help." Age 13. A blackout, thunder shaking the house. Evan knocked on his parents' door. "I'm scared." The door opened just a crack. "You're too old to be scared. Go back to your room." The door closed. The hallway went dark. And for the first time, Evan believed the most painful thing. No one is coming. Back in his room that night, Evan felt those old memories settle over him again. Quiet, heavy, familiar. He realized they had never truly disappeared, just waited for the right moment to surface. And tonight, they came back all at once. He had grown into someone who never asked for anything, someone who held everything in so no one would worry. But that night, even he couldn't carry it alone anymore. Sleep didn't come easily, but morning did. The next morning, Evan went to the lakeside, the place he always ran to when emotions became too heavy. The air was cold. Mist hovered above the water, and at the far end of the pier, the familiar silhouette of an old fisherman sat quietly with his rod. Evan hesitated for a moment, then walked closer. The old fisherman lifted his head, looked at Evan for a long, gentle moment, and said, "You look truly exhausted today." Without another word, the man opened a wooden box beside him and took out a worn fishing rod. The bamboo was still strong, but the fishing line was stretched so tight that the slightest touch made it creak. He placed it in Evan's hands. "See this? It doesn't snap because it's weak. It snaps because it's been pulled tight for too long." Evan stared at the frayed line, so tense, so tired, needing just a bit more pressure to break. And in that moment, he understood. He had been living exactly like that line. That night, Evan opened a message window, typed, deleted, typed again, stopped. Telling someone, "I'm not okay," was somehow harder than pretending he was. But finally, he sent it. "I'm not okay, and I want to learn how to say that." Lena called instantly. "You can lean on me." One sentence. But the weight in his chest finally loosened. The next day, when his mother asked, "You've seemed tired lately, haven't you?" He didn't hide behind a smile. He said, "I am tired, and I need rest." he joined a Sunday running group. Not for fun, but to practice walking beside people, instead of walking alone. Each week, he still sat with the old fisherman. No big lessons, no pressure to be strong, just presence. You don't have to be strong forever. You just don't have to be alone. Evan didn't transform overnight, but every small action was a piece of old armor falling away. Real strength isn't enduring everything alone. It's being able to say, I need someone. And if you've ever trembled through a night like Evan, you are not weak. It's simply your body whispering, you've been alone long enough.